Okay, welcome to Cooking with Bill. We're going to do two things as sides. Now you might hear my smoker going on in the background. We're doing a steelhead trout. You can look back through my videos and see how to do that. But we wanted to have some unique sides for this. I'm going to do two for you. One is going to be a Brussels sprout and red onion on the grill. The other is going to be a romaine lettuce split and grilled as well. So let's get started. If you haven't seen Brussels sprouts, they're like little cabbages. They come on a big stalk. Just cut off the end, slice them at least in half. If they're pretty big, you may want to quarter them. I'm going to do just a few to show you how. Now you're probably going to want to do about 20 to 30 of these depending on how many people you have come to eat. You can take a red onion, leave the fuzzy side on the stem if you need to. You're going to take and peel it back, get that outer layer off. We're going to take and do a horizontal slice here, horizontal slice there. Now we're doing this because we're going to sit there and dice this. So there you go. We'll take the onion, we'll throw it in the pan, put it on the grill, got it at about 400 degrees, and we'll let it cook up, and I'll show you how everything turns out at the end. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is romaine lettuce. We're going to grill some romaine. If you've never seen it before, here's what it looks like. We're going to take and cut off the very end of it, and then we're going to take and split it right down the center. And that's all you're going to do. You're going to take the other ones, do the same thing to them, cut them, split them, and we'll take our third one, and again, cut the end off, cut it like that. That's all you got to do. We're going to take this and we're going to put it on the grill. We're going to let it get some grill marks. We're going to let it wilt a little bit, get some of that char. Don't worry if some of it burns. You'll just throw that away. We'll end up starting with a little olive oil on it to begin with, but at the end we'll add a little more olive oil, salt and pepper, and a little bit of Parmesan-reggiano over it at the top. So we'll see how this goes. Now, a couple things. When you're working on a hot grill, this is a cast iron skillet. Do not touch this with your hands. This entire thing is scorching hot. So as I've said in some of my other videos, I use an UV glove. The UV glove. A little bit of fresh olive oil. Do be careful with that. It is kind of flammable. So we're going to take this and start turning it over. Okay, so as I was talking about, you're looking to get some char. So you can see these are starting to char. You may get a few leaves to burn, but don't worry about that. And what we're trying to do is get a little bit of char on this, just to wilt it. When it gets close to what I want, I'm going to put them up on this top rack. If you don't have one, just turn your heat down a bit. You don't have to have it quite so high. Okay? Okay, it doesn't take long to get this lettuce ready. You just wanted to get some char on it, have it wilt. We'll put it on our chopping board. Again, I'm using a vegetable chopping board, not my meat chopping board. Always keep those separate. I'll take you over here and show what it looks like. Okay, So we've been roasting this for a while. You can see how it's caramelizing on the onions and it's caramelizing on the Brussels sprouts. Last little thing that we'll add to this is a little good balsamic vinegar. If you don't have some, go out and get some. The thing about balsamic vinegars, they come in different ages, just like wines. Okay? You want to have something that tastes good, that has the appropriate amount of sweetness or acidity that you're looking for. Each one is different, so don't just go out and buy a cheap bottle of this and think it's great. There are places you can go to that will actually allow you to do tastings, so you can actually taste the balsamic vinegar. This is one that we actually got in Italy when we were visiting, but you can get really good ones at any of your grocery stores or any of the specialty markets. Get a good grade of balsamic vinegar to your taste, not necessarily to mine. We'll have this done in a little bit. Take it out and I'll show you how it all comes together. Okay, so we took it off the grill. Again, it doesn't take long to do this. All you're going to do is run your knife through it. Try to cut it into manageable bites. Now I will take these ends and I'll cut them and discard the real end part of it, because they're a little bit woody in my opinion. Some people like that, and if you do, as Bourdain has said and Andrew Zimmer, if you like it, eat it. So we chopped all this up. We'll transfer this over to a plate. At this point, we'll take a little olive oil, drizzle over the top. Now I will taste this before I add any more salt and pepper. Okay, we add some pepper. Just a tad bit of salt. You don't need much salt because we're going to be using this Parmesan-reggiano cheese. Now you can use this with a microplane, or you can use it like I'm doing with a cheese cutter and just cut out little pieces of cheese just to go over the top. Again, if you'd rather have microplane, just have it look like a dusting, but I kind of like having a little chewiness of a piece of cheese in there, just like that. So you have this wonderful fresh lettuce, a little bit of cheese. Not polite talk with your mouth full. Grilled romaine, olive oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of cheese. Absolutely wonderful side dish. In a little bit we'll have the Brussels sprouts done. I'll show you what they look like. All right, we've gotten done with our two sides. We did the grilled romaine with the Parmesan-reggiano. We did the Brussels sprouts with red onions and a little bit of bacon fat and a little bit of balsamic at the end. And then again, we did our trout that you can look at a previous video and see how we did that. This is that steelhead trout with a nice little dusting of barbecue and ginger. The way you would plate this up, take a small piece of your fish. You're going to take that, put it on your plate. A little bit of your Parmesan-reggiano and your grilled salad. A few little pieces of Brussels sprout, and there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed cooking with Bill. This is the outdoor version. Again, sides are really simple. We'll see you back in the kitchen.